ठीक है, we'll see few questions from 2011 which had appeared in economy and little bit of agriculture also. ठीक है, let us without wasting any time, let us begin and let us start. What is the question? India has experienced persistent and high food inflation in the recent past. What are the reasons? Has India experienced inflation? Yes. What are the reasons? Try to find out the reasons. Try karo. Try to find out the answer. One of the biggest problems of agriculture is that cerealization is happening. Yes or no? C-E-R-E-A-L. Cerealization. C-E-R-E-A-L. So, cultivation of food grains has steadily decreased in the last 5 years. Do you think this is possible? Every year we record high production of food grains. Every year, more than the previous year, we record high production of food grains every year. So, decreased in the last 5 years. Due to gradual switch over to cultivation of commercial crops, the area under cultivation of food grains has steadily decreased by about 30%. नहीं हुआ है ये. This has not happened. Cerealization is happening. Cereals are more and more increasing. We want to diversify to millets, coarse grains, pulses, oil seeds. We want to do that. But we are stuck with cereals. So 1 is wrong. Answer is 2 and 3. 2 is right. As a consequence of increasing income, yes, consumption patterns. 3 is right. Definitely 3 is the main reason. So 2 and 3. Very simple, but you should know this. ये important है. समझा? Food inflation causes. Food inflation causes are majorly supply side. Majorly supply side. There are some demand side reasons as well. Demand side interventions as well. समझा ये? Answer is B. Next. Very nice question. I like this. Commonwealth Games के लिए people came to India to witness Commonwealth Games. What is it? Export, import, production, consumption. This is concept ना. सिर्फ बुक पढ़ के अगर हो जाता तो फिर it was so easy. Apply your logic, apply your brains and then tell me. Think whether it is export, import, production or consumption. Think. Is it import? It is export. Sir, how it is export? When they come to India, they buy things. When they buy things, they need rupees. When they need rupees, what do they give? Dollars. Are you not exporting services? They come to India, they eat, they buy tickets of Commonwealth Games. What happens in an export? You sell goods outside India to foreigners, to people outside India. What is happening here? You are selling tickets, you are selling goods to people who are outside India, but they have come here physically. है ना? So we export a lot of spices. Let us say the person who is buying spices in America, tomorrow he comes to visit you and buys spices from you and goes. It is also export. Isn't it? It is export. Export. Very important question. Very interesting question and highly conceptual question. Is it clear? Any doubt in this? Please contact me if you have any doubt. We will explain. Export, why? Because you are selling your tickets to people outside India. Physically they are in India. Chalo, India aa gaye. But ultimately what is happening? They will require rupees to pay you. How do they pay you in rupees? By giving up dollars. Is it not what export is all about? A. Next. Tell. Chalo. What is the answer? Read the question and tell me the answer. B. Right? B seems correct. It is an intense affirmative action of the government to boost economic activity in the country. Why not D? Financial inclusion not necessary, na? If you are doing infrastructure, stimulus देके, not necessary financial inclusion हो रहा है. हाँ, part of it goes in financial inclusion, but this is more appropriate. Is this not fiscal stimulus? This is highly specific, and this is to anything useless. Demand surge and all. Answer is B. Simple. Next. What we have to do? What is the objective here? To reduce the current account deficit. Which of the above actions can be taken to help reduce current account deficit? How to reduce current account deficit? Batao. How to reduce current account deficit? How do you reduce current account deficit? What is current account deficit? Imports are more than exports. You want to discourage imports and encourage exports. What do you do to boost your exports? Would you devalue your currency or would you revalue your currency? Exporters like a high exchange rate or a low exchange rate? Exporters like a very low exchange rate, which means they want rupee to be as weak as possible. When rupee becomes weak as possible, imports become costlier, they are also discouraged. Okay? So when you devalue your domestic currency, your home currency, exports increase, imports reduce, which will help in reducing CAD, yes or no? One hai. What about second? If you reduce export subsidy, exporters would be discouraged because you are giving subsidy, they are exporting. So 2 you cannot do. 2 gone, 2 gone. 1 is right, answer is 1 and 3. What is 3? Adopting suitable policies for attracting FDI and more funds from FI. Yes, that is absolutely true. Okay, answer is 1 and 3, D. Simple. Next. Straightforward hai. What is base effect? Abnormally high or low results due to abnormally high or low base. Impact of price levels of previous year on the calculation of current inflation rate. This is the applicability of the base effect. Previous year it was abnormally high or low, that is why current inflation is seemingly high or low. That is base effect, yes or no? 13C. Next. Come on, this is school level. क्या है ये? यही होगा और क्या होगा? What sort of a question is this? 15 to 64 NCERT question है ये. Next. क्या है? चलो आंसर. Not a feature of value added tax. Which of the following is not a feature of value added tax? What is not a feature of value added tax? Chalo, is this a feature of value added tax? Tax on final consumption and must be borne by consumer? Yes. It is basically a subject of the central government, and state governments are only a facilitator for successful implementation. Remember, they are talking about old VAT. So sales tax and VAT were under the purview of state governments, not central government. So the answer is D, not a feature. And the answer is D. Forget that. Why I have included this question is, which of the points are applicable for GST? Tell me that. Which of the points given here are applicable for GST also? ये तो forget, it is central and state together. This is applicable for GST also. Yes. Tax levied on value addition at each stage of transaction in the production distribution chain. Yes. On value added, whatever wholesaler is adding value, whatever retailer is adding value, he is paying taxes on that. This is applicable to GST also. Even GST is a destination based tax. Samjha? It is applicable to GST also. The only thing is, I told you in my lectures कि input tax credit was available in earlier VAT also. The problem was VAT के सामने service tax का input credit did not happen. Excise के सामने VAT का credit did not happen. GST just makes it one big market and all input credit can be adjusted. But VAT credit could be adjusted with VAT credit earlier also. True or false? GST is a value added tax. Yes. GST is a value added tax. Anything that was applicable to VAT is also applicable to GST. Hence, I included this question. ये सब GST के लिए भी applicable है except this thing. This is a regulatory change. ठीक है? GST, understand GST conceptually, right? And I know this is not a concept class, so I am holding myself to teach because GST में we spend कितना? Indirect tax में we spend 4 to 5 hours at least and discussing indirect taxes. Chalo, simple. What is a closed economy? What is a closed economy? Neither exports nor imports take place. Closed economy. We were sort of closed economy before 91, sort of. Because we used to import, we used to export also, but very less scale. D, next. So many FDI, FI questions we are seeing nowadays. FDI and FII has been asked. FII. FII are institutional investors. It's a general term. I had told you this. क्या पूछा क्या है? Which one of the following statements best represents an important difference between the two? What is the difference between the two? क्या लगता है? FII helps bring better management skills and technology while FDI brings in only capital. नहीं, FDI brings everything, technology and everything. A gone. FII helps in increasing capital availability and while FDI only targets specific sectors. Yes, normally FDI is there in specific sector, FDI in defense, FDI in retail, FDI in insurance, yes or no? That is specific sectors. FII is a general term, it's a very big term. So yes, this is the answer. Anyways, FDI flows into the secondary market. No. ठीक है? FII targets primary market. FII is considered to be more stable than FDI. No. Because institutional investors might pull out, but FDI is permanent, more or less permanent. ठीक है? Secondary market में portfolio investors go, institutional investors go. But if it is more than 10%, it becomes FDI. I hope you know this. आम आदमी बीमा योजना. The member insured under the scheme must be the head of the family or an earning member of the family in a rural landless household. So point of this question is, you might not know this scheme. The point of this question is such questions from schemes are asked. Features of schemes are asked. See, we might not know this. इसका answer discuss करके भी there is no use. But do you realize that schemes के ऊपर even detail में questions are asked? And do you remember question in 2015 was asked on Atal Pension Yojana? उसमें भी age वाला था. Who is allowed to start pension? NPS था. Age group 30 to 65. Normally schemes have entry, pension हो, insurance हो, बीमा हो. They have an entry and an exit age normally. So whenever you learn financial schemes, notice or take a note of whether there is any age limit in that or whether there is any age gap in that. Okay? As usual, this is wrong. So 2 is wrong. 1 by default becomes correct and 3 is also correct. Now this is very specific. Scholarship between 9th and 12th standard. Very specific. 8th and 12th हुआ तो, 10th and 12th हुआ तो, right? What you need to know then? Very specifics of the scheme. Now this scheme is merged with another scheme. This is very old scheme, 2012 का question है. This scheme is now merged with a new scheme. But point is, just look at the way the things are being asked. Today a new scheme is launched, a new Bima Yojana is launched. Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana was launched 3 years ago. Same thing can be asked, same pattern में age वाला एक sentence दिया होगा. One sentence would be of age and all. Did you understand this? Right? So answer is irrelevant. कहाँ गया? Answer is irrelevant. Mega food parks. चलो try. What about mega food parks? To provide good infrastructure facilities for food processing. Yes. It was introduced in 2008, by the way. To increase the processing of perishable items and reduce wastage. Yes. Perishable items का process increase करके. To provide emerging and eco-friendly food processing technologies to entrepreneurs. What do you think? क्या है इसका? To provide emerging and eco-friendly food processing technology to entrepreneurs. See, सुन के तो it is sounding very good, eco-friendly, but there is no mention of eco-friendliness in mega food parks. The only focus of mega food parks is how to enhance food processing, yes or no? So the answer is B, 1 and 2. 3 is not right. समझा? Increase the processing of perishable items and reduce wastage, very important. This is very important. This कोई specific provision नहीं है, so 1 and 2 only. Look at the way things are asked. That is important. Next. Microfinance. What is microfinance? Small finance, small services. Financial services to people of low income groups. ठीक है, microfinance. This includes both the consumers and self-employed. Which services are provided? Tell me. To small consumers or to small savers or to small low income groups, which services are provided under microfinance? Are credit facilities provided, loans and all provided? Yes. Are savings facilities provided? Yes. Are insurance provided? Yes. Fund transfer provided? Yes, because now mobile and all is there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, these are all, see, nowadays loan and insurance and all, they are not big facilities anymore. छोटा भी, even small amount का insurance and small amount का loan is also given to people who are low income level. Okay, so this is small finance. Next. Have you heard about Manrega? What is the objective? What is the main target group of Manrega? What do you think? See, this question will confuse so many people now. Know about Manrega, read about Manrega, but never know like this. क्या है? Adult members of any household, there is no such criteria. The only thing is that rural है, not urban. And after COVID, there has been talks of a Manrega-like scheme for urban areas also, because of urban unemployment, because of pandemic, industries that shut down, na? That is why there is a demand nowadays, or after pandemic, in the first wave, there was a demand ki you should have an income and an employment guarantee scheme in urban areas also. But apart from rural, urban, there is no such criteria, SC, ST, BPL, etc. Anyone? Next. फाइनेंस कमीशन पे क्वेश्चन है, इट एनकरेजेस इनफ्लो ऑफ फॉरेन कैपिटल, वो तो इंटरनली बात कर रहा है ना, इट इज टॉकिंग, ही इज टॉकिंग इंटरनली. इट फैसिलिटेट्स प्रॉपर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ फाइनेंसेस अमॉन्ग PSUs. नहीं, इट इज सेंटर स्टेट रिलेशन, आई होप यू नो दिस. ensures transparency in financial administration. Yes, you might mark this, but answer is D. Right, we might mark this कि transparency है. And now the mandate is also increasing of finance commission. Now there is more transparency, right? So it ensures transparency in financial administration. As a transparency nahi hai, it just decides the number, or it decides the amount of devolution which will go from center to states. Yes or no? Amount of devolution will be decided. Itna samjha? Answer is D. Next. IMF, International Monetary Fund, IMF. Which of the following statements are correct? IMF. Chalo, try to take a guess. Can it grant loan to any country? Maybe, we don't know. Can it grant loan to only developed countries? अरे फिर फायदा क्या IMF का? I hope you remember IMF ensures stability, monetary stability. So even if underdeveloped ho, he is not stable, he will give loan. Two gone. One, maybe. It grants loans only to member countries. So 1 and 3 maybe. Yeah, this is any country, this is member country. It can grant loans to the central bank of a country. Central bank only, not government. ऐसा नहीं है. So either A or C is the answer. What do you think is the answer? Any country ho ya only member country? What do you think? Only member countries. Okay, tomorrow if North Korea says ki chahiye to may be difficult. Even if it is member country, it is difficult for North Korea to get loan. Okay, so it is only member countries. It grants loans only to member countries. Okay, C. Next, but see, उन्होंने आपको पकड़ा कहाँ पे? Where you didn't have any clarity. Even if you read the entire IMF chapter 10 times, you might not, this might not click in the exam कि अरे only member है या any है. They caught you there only, UPSC. Next. Now this I will have to explain. You might not know this. What do you mean by teaser? Have you heard the word teaser? In movie sense you know teaser, trailer के पहले आता है teaser, right? Do you know now Amazon flash sale or Amazon day is coming 26-27 July. उसका एक teaser मतलब क्या? एक poster लगाएंगे. Remember, I know teaser loan is a bit new thing for you. I am just trying to simplify it. ठीक है? Teaser is nothing but trailer का trailer. Can I say that? It is a trailer's trailer is teaser. So similarly, banks also have some attractive offers. Normal rate of interest is 8%, but if you take loan in this 5 days, you will get that 6%. Samjha? Bank is acting like Amazon, giving heavy discounts. Is it good or bad for the economy? Very bad for the economy. Because anyone can then borrow, and bank in the pursuit of increasing business and beating out its competitors, it will give loan to anyone without proper KYC, or some corners will be cut. And then ultimately क्या होगा after 10 years? NPAs. ठीक है? Remember Dr. Raghuram Rajan says, bad loans are sown in good times. ठीक है? That is teaser loan. Teaser loans are considered to be an aspect of subprime lending and banks may be exposed to the risk of defaulters in future. Chalo, even if you don't know subprime lending, do you agree banks may be exposed to the risk of defaulters in future? Yes, because you don't know वो कैसा आदमी है. He has taken a loan at a discount because you were willing to give it at a discount. Subprime lending is what happened in 2008. Subprime crisis बोलते हैं उसको. Banks there, housing finance companies there in USA, they used to give loans at very low rate of interest. Lot of people took loan. Then the prices of houses increased. Housing prices increased. They were not able to repay the loan. What will happen? Default. When one bank will fail, what will happen? Other banks will fail. So the rate, what is the rate which we have? We call it interest rate, policy rate, repo rate, right? The rate which we have. The rate at which banks gave the interest rate, that was called as prime lending rate, PLR. Prime lending rate. Subprime lending means what? Prime lending ke niche they are giving, which means average rate is 8%, you are giving at 7%, not good, or 6%, not good. Similarly, teaser loans are considered to be an aspect of subprime lending and banks may be exposed to the risk of default. Yes or no? Is this true or not? Yes. In India, teaser loans are mostly given to inexperienced entrepreneurs to set up manufacturing or export units. This is wrong. In India, mostly teaser loans are given for home loan buyers. Small home loan buyers होते ना, first time 1 BHK, 1 room kitchen flat. Teaser loans are given to them because it's a quantity game rather than a quality. It's a quantity game for the banks. ऐसे बहुत लोग हैं ना who are buying houses for the first time, small houses for the first time, so they want to attract that. Just recently, today, just 2 days back, RBI came up with a circular on very strict controls of teaser loans. And you know, this question has not been asked anywhere, this question has not been repeated anywhere. Prepare this question very well. Prepare the recent RBI directive on teaser loans. Might appear again in 21 or 22. है ना? But it's an interesting concept, na, teaser loan. So now teaser loans are not allowed. Loans are not banned as such, but they are frowned upon by RBI. So RBI will watch you closely if you start giving teaser loans. It is not illegal. Giving teaser loans is not illegal. But RBI is now increasingly coming up with new and new ways to curb teaser loans. Why? Because you know it is bad for the economy. So क्या होगा answer A? Because inexperienced entrepreneurs नहीं है, they are home buyers. Next. See, SI questions we have seen, right? Growth rate of GDP has steadily increased in the last 5 years. We have seen the same statement. This is different, but this statement we have seen. Has growth rate of GDP steadily increased in the last 5 years? Growth rate of GDP पूछा है. Has it increased or not? Growth rate has not increased. GDP has increased absolute. तो ये तो नहीं है. Growth rate in per capita income has steadily increased in the last 5 years. Again they are asking about growth rate. अगर ये growth rate नहीं increase होगा, ये कैसे increase होगा? Is our population reducing? Base तो बढ़ ही रहा है. So this is also wrong. Neither 1 nor 2. But did you see so many trends question we saw today? Tax GDP, fiscal GDP, this GDP, per capita. Next. See this, finally. क्या आएगा आंसर इसका? Commercial banks. See, now they have given different commercial banks and regional rural banks. Answer is commercial banks. Had you solved this paper, that answer would have been a bit easier because उसमें they had district central cooperative banks, right? Next. General question है. Try. इंक्लूसिव ग्रोथ. कैसे इंक्लूसिव ग्रोथ होगा? सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स, MSMEs, सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप, MSMEs, राइट टू एजुकेशन, इंक्लूसिव. जनरल क्वेश्चन. नेक्स्ट. व्हाई इज द गवर्नमेंट, चलो टुडे के लिए भी रेलिवेंट है, व्हाई इज द गवर्नमेंट डिसइन्वेस्टिंग इन इक्विटी इन CPSEs? I hope you know what is the meaning of disinvestment. I hope you know what is the meaning of CPSEs, Central Public Sector Enterprises. The government intends to use the revenue earned from disinvestment mainly to pay back the external debt. ऐसा है क्या? External debt is a very small component of our debt. External debt today we can repay. Do you know our forex reserves are more than external debt? Today if we want we can finish off the entire external debt. So one is not done. One gaya. Two or neither. The government no longer intends to retain the management control of the CPSEs. The government को लगता है कि I should sell it off. But why are you selling it off? Why is this investment done? Mainly to reduce the deficit. This investment is which of the receipts, capital or revenue? Capital receipts. Capital में debt creating or non-debt creating? Non-debt creating. Why are we doing this investment? To reduce the deficit. Is this the intention? That the government no longer intends to retain the management. Government wants to retain the control. It will retain management control. So as far as possible, it will sell those CPSEs where management control is not lost. Yes or no? So किसी का 70 है, so it will bring down to 55, 60. But 51 से less, mostly it will not go. बराबर? So the answer is D. Same question can be asked today also. Why is government going for privatization? Remember budget announcement. Government is going for privatization. Exact same question can be asked today also. Are you getting this? Next. Economic growth is usually coupled with what? Growth के साथ normally क्या होता है? Inflation. Inflation is the fuel which drives your car. So when your car is driving, your fuel is burning, inflation. Hey, good question. I like this question. Next. So many questions like this. Yes or no? क्या है? Lowering of bank rate leads. Bank rate ही पूछा था last time भी. Leads to more liquidity in the market. Yes or no? RBI will lower the rate, more money will be flushed with banks. They will give it outside, more liquidity in the market. Next. Right? Okay. Did you understand this? Did you understand this? I hope you had a good time in doing all the past 10 years MCQs with me. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. And there are some questions which are ridiculously absurd. There are many questions which are very easy. So overall, out of roughly 200-250 questions that we saw, can I say more than 80-85% are doable? Can I say more than 80% or more than 50-60% are conceptual in nature? You know the concept, you will get the answer. Very few are ekdam factual, very few are ekdam memory based, very few are ekdam random in nature. Okay, there are mostly conceptual. So for those who have not studied from me, or for those who have little bit difficulty in conceptual understanding, I would suggest read and reread. Revise. Jab tak you don't understand the concept, keep on revising. Economy is such a subject. See, imagine now if you got most of these correct, your score would be elevated immediately. How many questions per paper? 20 to 23. Barabar? And imagine if you get 18 right, 36 marks are given by economy only. Okay? Then you get, I don't know, 30 more marks from polity. 66, 70 तो इधर ही हो गया आपका. Right? History के add करो, current affairs, add social, add others also, geography, some few easy ones. You will easily cover 105, and then उसके आगे you have to take risk and go to 120. Now it is manageable. But now imagine out of these 36 marks or 18 questions, you got 8 wrong and 10 correct. क्या होगा? Problem होगा. Right? So I hope this was very good. So I don't know, you will get this video in parts or in one length, but we have recorded this at one shot. So It was a very wonderful journey. What were the recurring themes in the questions? RBI is the favorite topic. Monetary policy and RBI is the favorite topic across the years. Second, money supply is also asked beech mein. What is third? Third, balance of payment. Very important. Current account, capital account, this thing, that thing will happen. Banking, RBI and banking साथ में आता है. Banking is also loved. Current new trend which is emerging is what? Markets. Instruments, market instruments, FDI, FPI, that is all evolving. WTO questions are asked once every year. WTO questions are asked. Okay, so keeping these trends in mind, for those who have your prelims now, start studying, start revising, and it is not difficult. It is not difficult. Economy is not difficult. If you think it is difficult, it will be difficult. If you are in a neutral position, if you are in a position to tackle it, you will do that. This exam is more of a temperament and calmness test rather than your knowledge. If you stay calm, it is okay. You might even guess the right answer. Without knowing, you might guess the right answer. If you don't stay calm, there are chances that easy answer would also be made wrong. You will mark it wrong. We saw examples. Short term credit, if you did not read, क्या होता? Kisan credit card वाला जो question था. If you didn't read short term credit, you would be confused between the options. But we read short term. We eliminated farm infrastructure, houses and all, cold storage. Immediately we got the answer. Right? So thank you so much. If you have any doubts, contact me. Please keep on revising. Economics is not a bad subject. It is a very interesting subject. If you have not joined, then please join the Telegram channel. For any other query, you can contact Level Up IAS as well. Thank you so much and take care and keep revising. Thank you.